Super Saiyan spirit bombs, I can sense the fear and down.
What's up, guys? This is Underground Artist. It's your boy Crispy. I got Jay in the back. We're with the one and only ToneRuth.
What's up, y'all? I'm ToneRuth.
We're about to get right into it. Yeah, we're just gonna kick it off, guys. We're actually in a different environment today. We had the pleasure to be here by Leo, so appreciate, shout out to Leo. Thank you for letting us be here. And at the same time, we're gonna kick it right off. Tone, tell us about yourself, man.
I'm from Coatesville. That's like 45 minutes from here. I got into music when I was like third grade. I started reading chorus. That I pick up a trumpet and I just like continued. Just a whole bunch of stories down the line that this like I started to ignore it, play sports, but I eventually came back and everything's just like starting to flow naturally.
Yeah.
As I like chased the music.
Damn, all right. So all started. You saying like a key moment was that trumpet?
Yeah, like that's where it really pretty much started.
How did it develop from there, man? Though.
There's a bunch of stories. When I was 10 years old, should I dive into these? Like,
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, send it.
But I was 10 years old. I was in the neighborhood, and my friends, we started like a group, and then like there was like a drummer. We had like a fake guitar, like we made out of like toilet rolls or whatever, and like rubber bands or whatever. And I took it so serious. I went home, started writing lyrics. I remember it was about Halloween, and yeah, that's just one story. I just remember I just took that moment like serious. I just wanted the music just to be a writer at that moment. It was like 10 years old, but I didn't realize what it was at that point. I didn't think it was like a purpose or anything, like something I needed to do. Yeah. Seventh grade, there was like a student teacher that came in my music class, and he made a beat and had all the students write to it, and like we voted at the end, and everyone voted for my lyrics. It was a class of 30 people when we voted to choose my lyrics to be on the beat. We recorded, but I didn't want to record it. Somebody else did.
So so pretty much your teacher made a beat for the whole.
Yeah,
very cool.
Like he showed us like how to do it. It was like a music class. He was a student teacher. I guess it was for his like portfolio for class or whatever. But
So you just wrote a song to it, and then,
yeah, in the middle, like in the middle of class, a whole bunch of people wrote songs, and they were reading them out, and mine was like, it was like a Christmas song. Yeah, and everyone chose mine. So like even then, like I still didn't even like think it was my purpose. I just like
that's pretty tough though. Wait, do you remember the name of the song or not?
it was like I know I said something as white as my uncle's afro or something. Everybody started laughing on that part. That's why I remember. But yeah.
So it kicked off from there. So that you said seventh grade.
Yeah.
You said initially when you were young.
Yeah, but like I played sports, so like I didn't really truly chase it until I was like honestly 22, 24 got serious.
When did that switch happen for you though? So because we're talking about you're like 10, 12, at like, and then out of nowhere a decade passed, and now you're like, I'm about to lock back in real quick.
Yeah. I just kept doing the wrong, like, I explained it in this project that I have coming out. We're going to talk about that, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I went through a couple things, like, I went to college for the wrong things. I had a major I was in I didn't want to be in. Because I was following this girl I was with at the time.
Right.
Then I went into National Guard. I didn't feel like that was for me. I felt like I was just trying to make people around me happy to see that I was doing a direction that they could feel confident in me. But it didn't feel like it was for me. Like I didn't like there. It felt like something else was for me. Like and that's what music was. So while I was in the National Guard, I started started going back into it. It started out in the neighborhood in Coatesville, and we were like at the parties getting played, and like all those groups that I had back in Coatesville, I didn't stay with. Like I'm not with them now. Like they're doing their own thing, but like music still stuck with me. And I eventually met Leo at this music festival in Lancaster, and like everything I started doing with this was based out of Lancaster.
Yeah, for album, which I got a bunch of questions about because I'm looking at it right now and I'm seeing the lettering. I'm not like what language is this in?
So this is Japanese.
Okay, all right.
When I made a project originally. It was Karoi Masku the prequel.
Yeah.
And it was Karoi Masku means Black Mask. And my concept behind Black Mask is like I mask all my like negativity, everything. Like that's where like all the negativity lives. Like I say Corey Mascu, that's like a version of me that's like trauma, fear, jealousy, everything like that's negative. Yeah. And I just like put it in an artistic like way. And for me the first Corey Mascu was getting over an old relationship. So like I took a whole bunch of that negativity and made it into a project and talked about that and like how I was toxic in those moments, how she was toxic in those moments, how other friends were toxic in those moments. It was about old relationships in general, just friendships, girlfriends, whatever. And now this one's like a deeper dive into myself. It's like everything started from even the stories from when I started making the music. Yeah. Like writing the lyrics down in the neighborhood with my friends. It's just diving deep to like see where like all my trauma started so I can begin to heal. Yeah, try to be my best version of myself moving forward from this project. Which is what the mirror is me looking at myself, facing it this time instead of running.
Yeah, because that's when I saw it. I'm like, when I initially saw it, I was like, okay, so it's like you're in a room by yourself, but then I was like, okay, he's got a mask inside here, so what's going on? So you're saying like that's the person right now that you were running from.
Yeah, like it's like I want to say, it's like it's like it's like a bad voice. Yeah, like the negative voice. But you try to suppress that. Like it's just anything negative that you try to suppress instead of facing it and try to find balance with your life. That's what I feel like that's what life is about. Just trying to find that balance between negative and positive so you could truly reach your higher self. And that's what this project's about. Being guided. I imagine myself, it was like a meditation project. I imagine myself being guided by my higher self, going after all the traumas and fears and everything, and just trying to figure out how to get over that and heal from everything.
How long did it take? Because you mentioned there was 13 songs that you had inside this album. How long did it take you from start to finish? From all. I'm assuming they all were made at different times.
Yeah. This is honestly a project 2 years in the making. I wanted to drop it last year, and it sounded completely different than what it sounds now. Of course, there's like a few songs. There's like 2 songs actually scrambled. Yeah, throughout the project that I made like 2 years ago. But like at this point now, I'm very confident of what it became, how it explains the pictures and the message I want to convey, and everything. Yeah, I just think this is like gonna be like the thing that takes me to the next level.
When I was listening to some of your music, you do have like a little bit of a mix of styles, and I noticed for a lot of your songs, you have like that boom bap, like that kind of feel to it. You have some singing in there too for a couple songs that you have. What would you say is like your style? What is Tone about?
Right now, I will say that when I first started, it was boom bap. Yeah, that was my whole. I love '90s boom bap from Bob Deep, Wu Tang to Nas, like everybody.
Joey, yeah, so
So yeah, like to like now, like Mac was on it. Yeah. Kendrick be on it sometimes. J. Cole. Logic even. The Bucket Logic even. Absol. Like I could name a whole bunch of artists. But yeah, boom bap's a home. But then in more recent years, I've noticed people started getting creative, like with like different types of sounds, like synths and all that crazy stuff. And I started to dip into that. And I like jazz. Yeah, I'm starting. This one has more jazzy sounds. Like I've started to dip into that. Yeah, I feel like jazz is starting to become more of my home, like jazz hip hop mix. So like I'm all over the place right now.
I know you said so 2 years, 13 songs. I'm just thinking like the creative process through that. So like you're how old were you when you first started making it?
She 26.
So well actually 27.
Yeah.
So 26, 27, right? You would be 28,
29.
29 soon, right? So 2 year process. What like the very first song you made, like because I saw you posted a couple of videos, I'm pretty sure, but you were like either it was a bus stop or a train station at the train station. But it's in black and white, I think, right?
Yeah, like so I still have that concept because there's a song on there where it's like, it says like, you are now approaching the next stop. Be yourself. So like, yeah, and I just like to try and keep that train concept still too, because like, I think well, back then I would get on the train to go to Philly. Yeah, ever I was feeling down, it was just like a way to run, escape from life. So like, I just look at the train as like a way of like running away, and that's kind of what the theme is me running away until I actually face what's going on.
It's kind of like symbolic going forward, because like when I see it, I'm like there's like a story behind it. I think even one in your song is like and there's like new beat, and it's like almost like acapella, and you're just talking about like
The slam poetry thing?
Yeah.
I like poetry in the albums too. I got a couple poems in there. Yeah.
Cause I was listening to that, I'm like I see that you have a lot of like deep meaning. I feel like there's a bigger picture behind everything that's going on. And I feel like through the 13 songs that you have in this album, from the start to the finish, there's definitely a lot that's going on. Mentally, emotionally, or whatever happened throughout those 2 years and in the past for everything to have it to.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to add that I kind of, since it's a Japanese style name, I wanted to make it like an Asian book. So there's like, I took different clips. Yeah. And it's like, they're talking like, hey, master, which master means like higher self. And you can hear it's like a kid saying, hey, master. That's what, like my adolescent self.
Yeah.
It's like, in the songs, it's about between my now self and the darker energy trying to like, me trying to face it, me trying to figure out what's going on. It's a whole story, bro.
Do you think like the mass, is that something that, like we said earlier, like you're trying to like not like almost not I'll put it back and like kind of put in the past, but you're trying to like forgive that part, because that's like all that the fear and everything, like all those all that
Everything I mask is like, it's like the quote I said is like, don't be afraid to face what you mask and suppress. Yeah. So that's pretty much what this is about. Just facing everything that I tried to suppress and put behind myself and like it never happened type of view.
So then with this, like with all your fans and everyone that's gonna view and listen to your album, what do you want your fans to get out of it?
I pretty much made this for myself. Yeah, pretty much. But like, I want them. I always said that I want to make music. I want to be able to do what J. Cole did for me, which was like in my rough parts of my life, there were songs that J. Cole made were like kind of saved me. So like, maybe this could be an investment for somebody like that needs a deep look at themselves, and they need a way to figure out how to do that and navigate themselves.
Yeah.
So hopefully that inspires them, I think, to do that.
I think that's important that you mentioned that, because from all the previous artists that I spoke to, a lot of time I ask them, because I make music too as well. I'm obviously getting more into interviewing, more into like producing and engineering for people, but there's making music for others and then there's making music for yourself. And I feel like the genuine side is really where you get that full experience. So people listen to it, and then you'll find the people that actually care about your music.
Yeah, and that's crazy, because when I made the first one, yeah, that was really about myself and just trying to get over like a whole bunch of stuff that I was going through at the time. Yeah. And I noticed that people more gravitated toward the things that I made for myself rather than what I thought people would want to listen to. So yeah, and I feel like I should that's why I brought it back down to myself, and I just believe in it wholeheartedly.
Do you think for throughout the time, because I know you said that you started very young, you had your music teacher in the 2 years of the albums and so forth, like what do you think? I don't want to say lesson wise, because I know you obviously went through your whole situation. You said you're trying to escape this and so forth. You had previous friends, relationships, and whatever. But what do you think is like the biggest takeaway for yourself throughout this whole entire process of your music journey?
I feel rejuvenated. I feel like whatever I make after this is gonna be like really, it's gonna be impactful, because I know myself. Yeah, I know how to navigate myself. I just know certain things now. I know how. It's just gonna be different. Like I have more confidence now in who I am. Yeah,
you have more experience also.
Yeah,
more developed into what you're doing.
Yeah,
which is great. And I think
it's almost like I'm out the cocoon.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, I think that's like the whole intention of what you have going on here. That's good, but do you see that coming back? You were gonna do it like the match, or you like?
I have thought about it. it's always gonna be there. Like the darkness, there's always gonna be dark days.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be light days. So I feel like as the years go on and I go through things and stuff like that, it's gonna be there in a sense, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There's no color.
So after this, well, what's in store? Can you share some stuff that's going on? Anything you want to share? Or...
I do have an idea. So
Okay.
I'm starting to gather a whole bunch of PA producers from like Harrisburg,
Okay.
Pittsburgh, Philly,
Yeah.
Reading, all that, and artists too at the same time. That's what would make a PA collab.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd not even be under my name, just a PA collab tape. Producers, everybody. You know what I'm trying to say, but
And anything you're working on right now, or you?
no, nothing right now. Just like collabs that people sent me.
Yeah.
Now that I have the time that this is all finished and everything's pretty much done. I'm just focused on like all the collabs that people were trying to get me on, and yeah, I don't charge for no features either.
Nah, I don't charge you. I feel like
If it's dope, I'm on it. That's my motto. If it's dope, I'm on it. If it's not, I will tell you.
I always have my biggest question I always ask for, I think for like a lot of artists that I ask, is like, I think we all go through this experience, and I always ask it every time, is like the vault. Yeah, let's talk about the vault for like, let's talk about the vault for like 5-10 minutes real quick, because I want to know. So there's definitely other albums that's hidden, or there's definitely other songs that's hidden right now that you have on, because you also make music too as well. So on your computer right now, how many songs in total can you say you have in your vault?
I'm not gonna say they're full songs. Some of them are demos.
Yeah.
Some of them are like,
4 verses, 5 verses, and just as like scrap it or something.
yeah. I have a whole nother computer too. I had 2 computers, so the one computer definitely has to have like 200 on that vault, and this new Mac I have has to have like at least 100.
So 200 to 300 songs that's unheard from Tone. One that's you want to leave a message for anyone that for any of your fans, and also for anyone getting the music. I think that sure not that that was Kara. The deepest whenever you want to put it out.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I don't want them to be called fans.
Okay, all right, got you. How do you want to establish, or how do you want to?
They're just fanboys. They're just people that discover my art, man.
Okay, all right. For people that discover for ToneRuth,
For anybody that discovers me, my message is be yourself, and you know your purpose. Don't be scared to chase it. You know what it is.
I respect it.
I feel like a lot of people know what their purpose is. They just be second guess. Like my homie, I'm gonna just explain. I don't know if you want to put this in it.
Oh yeah, whenever you
Don't put this in.
all right, man.
Just an example. My homie, he's going to school for HVAC.
Yeah.
And he switched out of HVAC and he went into like computer analyst or something like that.
Okay.
And he's always told me he wants to start writing novels and books and stuff. And I'm like, bro, just write that book. Why are you wasting your time going to HVAC and computer analyst and all this stuff?
But then he's not happy with it.
He said, yeah, exactly. So that's why I said, just be yourself and follow your purpose.
All right, guys.
If you could. Yeah. Don't do that. He's gonna see.
We'll cut the name out, but we'll be like, hey, I have my friend, Yeah. That's one guy. But you heard it here first, guys. We hear underground artist ToneRuth, the man, the myth, the legend. That's all for today, guys. We're out.